Hello, I'm Rex. This is test 6, section 3. Here we go. Salim wants to purchase tickets from a vendor to watch a tennis match. The vendor charges a one-time service fee for processing the purchase of the tickets. The equation T equals 15n plus 12 represents total amount T in dollars Salim will pay for n tickets. What does 12 represent? That's the initial cost. Price what? No. Amount of service? No. Total amount? Oh, it's B. Sorry. It is. Yes, it's B. A gardener buys 2 kinds of fertilizer. Fertilizer A contains 60% filler material by weight, and fertilizer B contains 40% filler materials by weight. Together, the fertilizers bought by the gardener contains a total of 240 pounds of filler material. Which of the equations models this relationship where X is the number of pounds in fertilizer A and Y is the number of pounds for... Okay, so 60% 0.6X plus 0.4Y. 0.6X plus 0.4Y. B. What is the sum of the complex numbers that... okay, so then 6 and 11I. C. In the equation of P and T are constants, which of the following could be the value of P? This is a difference of squares formula, right? So P squared X squared is equal to the 4X squared, so P is 2. Easy. Which of the following is the graph of the equation y equals 2x minus 5 in the xy plane? That means it's a slope of 2, so kind of steep. Y-intercept is negative 5, so positive D. If x equals 2/3 y and y is 18, what's the value of 2x minus 3? If y is 18, then that makes x equal to 12, and 2x is 24, minus 3 is 21. A bricklayer uses the formula N equals 7LH to estimate the number of bricks N needed to build a wall that is L feet long and H feet high. Which of the following correctly expresses L in terms of N and H? You just want me to reorder it? Okay, so L is N over 7H. I just like divide those two. N over 7, C. H. The table above shows some values of the function W and T. For which values of X is W of X plus T of X equal to X? So that's minus 4. That's not right. That's 2 equals 2. Oh, so it's when x is 2. B. 9. If square root of something plus 3 equals 8, then square root of something equals 5. So it's 25. C. Weird question. Okay. Jamie is preparing a bicycle race. His goal is to bicycle an average of at least 280 miles per week for 4 weeks. He bicycled 240 miles for the first week, 310 for the second week, and 320 miles for the third week. Which equality can be used to represent the number of miles he could bicycle on the 4th week to meet his goal? What was the goal? Average of 280. So it has to be like first week plus second week plus third week plus x over 4 is equal to 280. I think it's D. They just randomly multiply the 4. Like, I was supposed to do all of the stuff divided by 4. They moved it to the right side to confuse you. They want us to pick C, but C is missing the x over 4. So, tricky. Well, not really, but okay. So the vertex, college boards are trying their best. The vertex of the parabola in the xy plane above is 0C. Great. Which of the following is true about the parabola with the equation blah? That's written in vertex form, by the way. Okay, so then this guy... A is going to be a positive number because in the original smiley face graph, A is positive and it's making it a smiley face. So negative A is going to open downward. So it's going to be a downward B or D. And then the vertex would be at the coordinate positive B and positive C. Given that vertex formula, the value of the x coordinate, which is in the parentheses there, is going to be the flipped sign. So if it says x minus B in the parentheses, then positive B is going to be the x coordinate of your vertex. So I think this is going to be B. 12, which of the following is equivalent to that? Just plug in, I think. Let's plug in x equals 1 and solve. So if x equals 1, then you get 4 plus, so 10 over 6. So which one's 10 over 6? Not A, not B. 5/3. I'm going to simplify. I don't know if that's going to help. 1 minus 2 over 6. It didn't help. Okay, but it's not C. I think it's D. So that's 1 plus 1 minus, that's 2 minus 2 sixths. 12, 6 minus, yeah, it's a D. In the equation above, T is a constant. If the equation has no real solutions, which of the following could be the value of T? No real solutions means negative discriminant. B squared minus 4AC is negative. So let's B squared minus 4AC. This equation, just before you do, make sure you move T to the left-hand side. It has to all be written in standard form, that equal to 0. So B squared minus 4AC for Tx squared minus 4x minus... for 2x squared minus 4x minus T is going to be 16 minus... 4 times 2 times negative t, so plus 8t, 16 plus 8t. So the one that's going 16 plus 8t has to be negative, so then I need something like some big negative number like a, I think. So let's go with that. If I try 16 plus, yeah, if I tried B, it would still be positive, so still 2 solutions. And obviously the positive ones would still be positive. A laundry service is buying detergent and fabric softener from its supplier. The supplier will deliver no more than 300 pounds in a shipment. Each container of detergent weighs 7.35 pounds, and each container of fabric softener weighs 6.2 pounds. The service wants to buy at least twice as many containers of detergent as containers of fabric softener. This is the trick, I think. Like when they're talking about how something is twice the other thing, then the way you write it in math is going to be like the counterintuitive way. I think that they're going to want us to like... the service wants to buy at least twice. They probably want you to set up the equation as like 2 times the containers of detergent is equal to the fabric softener, but that actually wouldn't make sense, because if you had two times the detergent is equal to the softener, and detergent is like 10, for example, then softener would be 20. That equation would be telling me that the softener is twice as much. So that's why you have to flip it. And so the correct equation should say like D equals 2S. The 2 should be on the fabric softener, even though in English we would say twice as many containers of detergent, like with the detergent. So I think this was going to be A or C. That's a real common trick that they like throwing at us. So that's why it kind of jumped out at me. 7.35 is, okay, it's A. Which of the following is equivalent to that? You could plug in here, so maybe like A is 1 and B is 2. I think I'm also just going to do the A plus B formula, though. It's AX squared plus 2AB. It's, A plus B squared is A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. So it's going to have an A squared, then 2 times A times B is going to be AB. So yeah, the only one with a middle AB term is D. Nice. Good progress. If A to the B over 4 is 16, and for positive integers A and B, what's one positive V? I'm just going to make A 16, I guess, and then B would be 4, as 16 to the 1 is equal to 16 to the 1. If they say possible value, that means there's more than one answer possible. So, what value of T is the solution of the equation above? You just flip multiply the right by 3 halves, or both sides by 3 halves, and then so that would be 15 over 4. In the figure above, BD is parallel to AE. What's the length of CE? BD parallel to, so these are similar triangles, right? Because they both share angle C, so they have that in common. They both are right triangles because they're parallel to one. So I can know that angle B is like a right angle as well. And then that means that the third angle of the triangle is also going to be the same. So they're going to share proportionality. I can see that the smaller triangle is going 6, 8, 10. Like it's following the 3, 4, 5 pattern. So the big triangle is going to follow the 3, 4, 5 pattern too, with the 3 being the AE side, the 4 being the CA, and then the hypotenuse being the 5 side. So the big AE side, that would be the 3. So it's 3 times 6. That means the bottom would be 4 times 6, and the top would be 5 times 6, which is 30. The answer is 30. How many liters of a 25% CA must be added to, 3 liters of a 10% to obtain, oh my goodness. We were making such good speed. How many liters? So we need to set up an average of 0.15 saline per liter on the right of this equation. So if we write out 0.15 saline per liter, then that will tell us that we need the total of saline over the total of liters on the left-hand side. Let's go about trying to construct that equation. How many liters of a point? So X times 0.25 plus must be added 3 times 0.1, so just 0.3. So 0.15x plus 0.3 over number of liters is x plus 3. And then it has to equal 0.15. Oh my goodness. 0.25x? I think I might have said 1.5, but it's 0.25 for the 25. 0.25x plus 0.3 is equal to 0.15x plus 0.45? 25? Oh, maybe you'll get like negative 0.1x is equal to, there's a 0.3 here and a 0.4, negative 0.15. Negative 0.15 over 0.1. I want to say that that's going to be 15 over 10. 15 over 10 divided by 1, or times 10 over 1. Not sure. Future me, do it. Points A and B lie on a circle with radius 1, and arc AB has length pi over 3. What fraction of the circumference of the circle is length of arc AB? Arc over circumference formula, right? So this arc is pi over 3, the circumference is 2 pi. That means that it's going to be pi over 3 over 2 pi, just pi over 3 times 1 over 2 pi. So pi over, it's 1/6. Yeah, 1/6 I think is the answer. Good. All right, we almost did it flawlessly. Next section.